Good evening. This is Suzi Buzzee with Keller's Real Estate, and tonight I'd like to tell you a story about my people. They're what you would call a seller buyer. The house behind me is the house that they bought, and I'd like to go get them and introduce you to them so that you can understand what the process is like when somebody sells a house and buys a house. There are lots of interesting pieces. Let's go get them. We're back. Vivian and John Pollard. They're the seller buyers. And I'd like to have them tell you a little bit about the process. We put their house on the market and it sold right away. And then came the challenge of finding the right house. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
We put in bids on 2 other houses before coming across this one. But the good news is that this was by far our preference. The minute I walked in, I'm like, this is it. This is the place.
And one of the things that made it the place was the kitchen.
The kitchen.
Okay, well, why don't we go on and take a look at the house and talk about some of the other things that made it happen.
Okay.
When we walked in, this is the first thing that we saw. And I was with Vivian by herself, because in this market, if you wait to have the husband and the wife come to see the house, lots of times you can't put in an offer and you lose out before you even get an offer in to get it accepted. So Vivian and I came in, and what did you say when you walked in? Do you remember?
I don't remember my exact words.
This is the exact kitchen that I've been looking for. That's what she said. And we fell in love. And then we started to wonder what was wrong with the house, because we just saw a house in the same price point that was a nightmare. And then finally, when John came, John walked in and John said,
"This is a home run."
So we were very, very excited. And some of the other features about the house were perfect for them too. For example, Vivian works from home, so tell them a little bit about the features that you like.
Oh, I have a dedicated office now. And much as I love my husband, it's a dedicated office. There's no shoes and boots and nuts and bolts and change and little bits and pieces all over the place anymore. It's just my office. And I can close the door to keep the dog out, which is excellent.
What were some of the challenges you had? Because John has a new job in the same field that he's in, but he's trying to figure out his territory and make his job work while we're selling and buying. And what were some of the challenges that you had?
Probably the paperwork. Having to get documentation for the old house, the furnace inspection. And I told Suzi, I said, they're in West Springfield, right off of Memorial Avenue, where this time of year the Big E's happening. I got a text back, "I got the report, I'm good." I'm saying, see, and that's what I think is important about having a realtor that'll be there for you when you can't be. And I trust Suzi with all the details of selling the old house.
Well, in wrapping this all up, I guess one of the things, I really work with my people before, during, and after the sale. They do become like family. I do stay in touch with them. I keep them up to date on the market, and I let them know what's happening. Also, I send them information about how to take care of their home, and we've become very good friends, and we'll also party next year. Because I do a client appreciation party. So that's a little bit about buying and selling and how it all works, and this is certainly a happy ending.
So I can't thank her enough for everything